Good afternoon to everyone in the land of Zoom, and welcome to the Board of Health virtual meeting on Tuesday, April 30th, scheduled for 3:30. My name is Thomas Corey. Present with me via Zoom is Michael Coughlin, Dr. Stephen Gagliotti, and Tess Curran, our agent of the board, various guests and participants in today's meeting. Pursuant to the open meeting law, any person may make an audio or video recording of this public meeting and may transmit the meeting through any medium. Attendees are therefore advised that such recordings or transmissions are being made, whether perceived or unperceived by those present, and are deemed acknowledged and permissible. The first item of business is the roll call, if you would, Tess.
Thomas Corey,
Yes?
Michael Coughlin,
Yes.
Stephen Gagliardi.
Yes.
Thank you. Next, gentlemen, we have the approval of the minutes from the meeting of Thursday, March 26, 2024. Are there any additions, deletions, or corrections to be made to the minutes of the meeting as printed?
No. Motion to approve. Second.
Can we have a roll call?
Thomas Corey,
Yes?
Michael Coughlin,
Yes.
Stephen Gagliardi.
Yes.
Okay. Next item is a request for approval of a tattoo apprenticeship license for Steve Gorman of 21 Pimlico Road, Pond Road, Massachusetts, to work for Flaming Balls Tattoo at 1120 Stafford Road, Fall River. Who's presenting?
Yep, I have all of Steve's paperwork here. I've reviewed all of his paperwork. Everything's all to par. I mean, everything looks good on my end for him to be approved.
Okay, everything looked good when I looked through it. Everything seemed to be in order. Steve, do you have any questions for us?
No, sir. Thank you.
Okay, you're going to do a good job. You're going to make everybody pretty in Fall River.
Yes, sir. That's the goal.
And you're going to, and you're going to follow the code and do everything to the code, right?
Correct, sir.
All right, very good.
All right, motion
Gentlemen.
to approve.
Motion to approve, second.
Second.
Tess, can we have a roll call?
Thomas Corey,
Yes?
Michael Coughlin,
Yes.
Stephen Gagliardi.
Yes.
Okay, Steve, good luck.
Thank
Thank
you very
you.
much, sir. Thank you so much.
Okay,
Right, thank you.
next item we have is the director's report.
Sure, thank you. My main update for this month is regarding the opioid settlement funds. We have a public meeting tomorrow evening that starts at 5:30 here at Government Center, where we're looking to hear from community members as to where they feel funds should be allocated. That's in addition to the online survey that we have that will be open until Friday. And so those are two opportunities for us to, receive community input as to where our community members, the residents of Fall River, and those who live, work, or attend school in Fall River, we're encouraging to take that. We have received a large response on our survey, so we're happy with the numbers. Over 400 people have completed the survey, which we're quite pleased with. And so we'll be utilizing that community feedback as we evaluate proposals from community-based organizations, city departments, and then we'll be allocating funds that way. So excited about the process and the opportunity to have these funds, recognizing why we got the funds in the first place because of the impact here. But, again, this is a unique opportunity. So we're trying to get community buy-in. We have the buy-in from providers through the community needs assessment that we completed last summer. But this is the other piece of the puzzle that we'll be using as an evaluation tool for the settlement funds. So that's tomorrow evening. And then we'll be going live, with the RFP process. And we'll be seeing how that works out when that closes in early summer.
Very good.
That's really my main update for this month. we're continuing on with some of our other grants, but in the short term, this has been the priority for the department. So we're really focused on this right now,
Okay.
at least for some of our team members, not everybody.
Oh, okay. Just as a matter of mentioning, what are you hearing, or Michael, what are you hearing, Doctor, what are you hearing about the bird flu? And the presence of the bird flu in the milk? What are you hearing? What are the epidemiologists saying and all that kind of stuff?
Yeah, so we haven't, there hasn't been, we did have a presentation from the state epi on one of our, excuse me, my calls with, DPH. At this point, it was high level, really what we have been seeing in the news in terms of, limitation towards, animals. And then there's been some of that transmission over to milk, through the dairy cows. But that at this point has been the limited amount of guidance that we've been receiving from DPH. Mike, I don't know if you have any other considerations.
Only beyond what you said, Tess, only what I've read about in the news, and the suggestion being that pasteurized dairy products are a minimal risk for human contracting of the virus.
Yeah, same here. Probably stay 6 feet away from milk, I think, so probably the recommendation.
Yeah, we haven't had any formal.
For 15 minutes, for 15 minutes, yeah.
Yeah, drink it fast.
Right.
Okay, gentlemen, any questions for Tess?
I don't imagine we've heard anything from the water department about fluoridation.
I have not. I can follow up with both the administration and the water department and maybe have a more formal update. But at this point in time, no, I don't have a formal update.
I
Maybe
know
we should ask.
I know we're seeing a lot more prescriptions for fluoride tablets than we have in years.
Really?
Okay. That's
Um,
actually good to know.
Uh,
I wasn't aware of that.
And before it might have been, if you had a patient in Tiverton, you might get a prescription for fluoride. But now we're seeing we have at least 1,000 tablets on the shelf at all time. The
Mhm.
prescriptions are coming in and going out.
Wow. I think we should ask for some formal response.
Yeah,
Yes, and I think that some of it had been, some movement had been happening maybe while I was out on leave, in terms of requests for funds through ARPA funds, which we had discussed last time when Paul Furland from the water department presented. That didn't move forward, and so I'll have to have a formal update regarding that, and can circle back with both, again, the administration and Paul. But those funds through the ARPA, through ARPA funds, that capital improvement project was not funded to allow for the capital improvements, which would then allow for the fluoride, because there's that issue with the product not dissolving properly or being sifted properly in the current machine. So the water continues to not be fluoridated in the community, which is again why Tom's seeing those increased tablets, which is helpful to know. Tom.
so I mean, if that's gonna continue to be the issue, I mean, do all the pediatricians, to make sure all the pediatricians are aware of this?
Yes, Dr. Cagliardo, that's a good point. I have communicated with them, which may be why there is been an increase in the fluoride tablets because we have communicated that the water is not fluoridated and hasn't been fluoridated. And that we would update them when the water, when fluoridation resumed. And so that is likely why there's the increase because they're all aware that the water is not currently being fluoridated and hasn't been fluoridated in some time.
Okay.
Okay. Did we receive anything for citizens' input?
No, we did not.
Okay, next item would be to confirm the date for the next meeting following our usual practice of the last Tuesday of the month. It would be May 28th, but that's the day after Memorial Day. You want to go with the 28th or the 21st, the week before?
I'm not available on the 21st. I could do the 28th.
Okay.
Yeah, 28th is fine.
28th is fine. All right, very good. So we'll go with the 28th. If, is there any other business to come before the board of such a nature that it couldn't make the agenda?
No,
No.
Okay. Can we have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
second,
Can we have a roll call?
Thomas Corey,
Yes?
Michael Coughlin,
Yes.
Stephen Gagliardi.
yes.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon.
All right,
Thank you,
take
you
care.
too.